racing in the USORL never truly ends. We just move on to a new series. Drive different cars. Visit different tracks. Now we're putting driver skill to the test. Spec-built cars. 6 different track types. Each track its own experience. From the roar of the pack to slinging dirt. From the twists and turns to the concrete of Music City. From surface transitions and airtime to beating bumpers for the championship. Time to see who's the best of the best. This is the USORX.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fast 29's coverage of the USORL Axalta USORLX Tour Series. Chris Pickett here with you in the booth. Sorry, I had to adjust my camera because it was way too high. But good evening. Glad to have you with us this evening for round 1 at Talladega this evening for the USORX Tour. Dan Asher's with me in the booth. Dan, you want to tell us a little bit about the tour and tell us what we have to expect tonight?
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Had to deafen the scanner because that was distracting me way too much.
Yes.
All right. So I'm sure you guys saw in the intro video, USORX is a tour across every track type we visit in the USORL across all of our series, and we are putting the skill in the driver's hands. No setups. All cars are spec, everyone has the same equipment, and we are going to see who has each track type mastered.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. We've got 6 different tracks. Tonight we're starting out with, I would say, possibly the easiest track on the series is Talladega, where anybody can win. Then we go, you'll have to help me out with the schedule a little bit here, Dan. We've got next week, I believe, is Dirt. Is that right?
We have Dirt next week at Fuel Motorsports Park, which some may remember Fuel as being its own separate league, but they merged in with the USORL back in 2017. Testing that track, and if so, it's gonna if it runs good, we're gonna do a complete rebrand and make it part of the USORL complex we're building. After that, we go to Old Spice Speedway for the road course race, followed by Nashville Super Speedway for our speedway race, and then Phoenix International Raceway, where we will be running a rallycross race. Multiple transitions from pavement to dirt, several jumps in the infield. That's going to be an exciting one, a very chaotic one. If there's a race you want to tune into, that's the one you're going to want to tune into.
That's the big one. We want you to see all of them, but that's going to be a very popular one.
And then the season finale at the ever-popular Dodge Raceway Stadium.
That's going to be a big one, too.
That's
all
going
you
to be a very
Thunder,
fast...
all you NASCAR Thunder fans are going to be looking forward to that one.
That's going to be a very fast-paced race.
They won't go caution-free, but we'll see. Definitely going to be looking forward to that. Well, we'll go ahead and give you a little bit of an idea as far as what the cars look like and what kind of action you can expect here as we look at them down the backstretch here at Talladega. Got Matt Steelman there in the 51 with Jesse Dalton on the inside in the 9. Ray Tustin on the outside in the blue car. Then you got Jeff Dixon in the 24 and Sean English in the 32 on the bottom there. Nice little 5-car pack here coming through the tri-oval. I'm excited about this. And this is my first Super Speedway broadcast. I'm looking forward to this because usually I'm either in the race or I'm watching on JTN. So I'm excited about this one. Got to thank Axalta for hopping on to this tour. Looking forward to some great action over these next 6 weeks. Oh, Jeff Dixon gets in the wall, takes Jesse Dalton with him, and there they go. You got some machinery to fix here. Already. That whole 5-car pack, I think, just destroyed themselves. Jeff and Ray destroy each other in turn 3. Also want to let you know, those are Continental tires on the USORX Tour cars. Got about, what we got here? About 2 minutes left in practice here. I don't have my regular standings thing up, so I can't tell. Hang on just a second here. My apologies. About 3 minutes left in practice here. Daniel kind of have to help me with the colors at times this evening. Got to thank Dan Asher Designs for the cars, the way they look this evening. Well, I say this evening, for the entire series. Oh, you're all right. Boy, they're trying this tandem drafting, and it's not working too well. Boy, Steelman and Tustin got a huge run down the backstretch. They're going to split Dalton down the backstretch going into turn 3. Steelman to the outside of English. Tustin still trying to follow. Steelman drops down in front. Tustin and English have a little bit of contact into the tri-oval. Just came on the scanner. Ray Tustin reporting Jesse Dalton looked like he was drifting going into turn 1 at Talladega. Dirt's next week, bud. Ooh, Dalton, Tustin going to the tri-oval. But we're excited about this series. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of different things that you're not expecting. Like I said, the 6 different track types. Each race this season is going to be different. So definitely subscribe to Fast 29 Network on YouTube and make sure you get all the notifications of when we go live over these next 6 events. It's going to be a lot of fun. We should have 2 or 3 more that should be showing up before the race starts, I'm hoping. Watching this, Dan, makes me almost want to hop in with them. Just pick. Oh, there they go. Oh, Dalton into the inside wall. Hard. English was into the outside wall in the air as well. These guys are going 210, 215 in the draft in these cars, so it's going to be, when they wreck, it's going to be big. All right, looks like practice is about over. I can't switch to anybody else, so we're going to go ahead and duck out for qualifying. We'll be back in just a moment. Fast 29's USORL Axalta USORX Tour Series. Qualifying is over. Ray Tustin with the pole at a 47.2. Henrietta Bordeaux with a strong qualifying run at a 47.349. Sean English 47.369. Krastowski, Dalton, Zalecki, Steelman, Hazard, Bordeaux were the ones that took time. Jeff Dixon is also in the field tonight. He will be starting 10th. On track for happy hour, about 7 minutes left in the happy hour session. Henrietta Bordeaux leads this pack down into turn 3. Dalton pushing Bordeaux. Got English right behind. Tustin trying to close up. This is a 25-lap race this evening. That way there's no fuel issues. 3 wide on the backstretch as we watch happy hour here. So 25 laps around Talladega. So we're looking forward to some good racing from start to finish here this evening. Okay, now we've changed it back to where it will be a 30-lap show because there will be at least one pit stop during this race. English, Tustin, Hazard following Dalton. There's Zalecki, the orange machine just behind. These guys are getting score. My goodness. This could be some good stuff during this race. Zalecki makes it 4 wide on the backstretch. 5 wide. That is a yellow line rule, but not during happy hour. They get it back down to 2x2 going into turn 3. We have, yes. Welcome back, Dan. He was doing the driver's meeting. Oh, I think we're going to have a blast tonight. It's going to be fun. I would almost say, Dan, get out there and be the 11th. Just be somebody that's not here. Just pick one and go. That would mess with everybody. Oh. Oh. I don't have Dan. I don't have his audio on this particular scene. My apologies. There we go. You should be able to hear that now. Sorry. Dan, go ahead and say a few words so that way they know you can be heard now.
I'm frustrated.
There you are. Not really what we were looking for, but yeah, you're there now. That's what I get for changing graphics and things, and then I forget to move the audio over. I get the graphics perfect, and then I forget to do the audio.
Hopefully these guys can put on a good show despite the small field.
Well, if we can get everybody together here in the pack, I think we'll see a great show. And you got that pit stop in there, too. We should throw a mandatory fun flag. That gives them the pit stop.
You know what? I'm gonna bring that up real quick.
Yeah, do that. There you go. Yeah. No Zalecki's around on the tri-oval. Oh, hazard in the wall hard. All right, so it sounds like it's a unanimous decision. There will be a NASCAR, or not a NASCAR, no, it's a USORX fun flag at around lap 15. And the caution flags for that fun flag will not count. So my lap counter will be a little bit off. So what we'll do is when we get to that caution, we'll adjust the laps to that. So I'm going to make a quick adjustment for my lap timer real quick. We're going to add a couple laps to it so that way it looks a little bit better on the screen. So it'd be about 32 laps total. Oh, big crash there. Oh, Dalton and English.
All right, so I'm sure everyone heard there will be a fun flag on lap 15. Everyone will pit for fuel and tires should they opt to take them. The lap will not count. So we will still get 30 laps. That one particular caution will not count.
All right, I did not realize we were at the end of happy hour, so we will have to do our intro, the new intro for Fast 29 later on. So go ahead and get this show on the road.
We should just save the new intro for when Cup comes back, maybe?
Might do something with that, yeah. All right. Well, that's a horrible camera angle from the rear bumper of the pace car, but that's okay. Not the most ideal look there, but that's okay. Ray Tustin and Henrietta Bordeaux on the front row for round 1 of the USORX Tour from Talladega. Glad to have you with us here on Fast 29 as the field comes through the tri-oval. And the green flag is in the air. We're racing.
Excellent start for Ray Tustin. Henrietta Bordeaux might get clear and duck down into the inside line here. No, she's going to take that run on the outside and get back alongside Ray.
Outside line has a little bit of a gap there between the 00 and the 4, but that closes back up going down in turn 3. Getting a little squirrely there in the front. Ray's getting a little loose. Oh boy. Everybody stacks up off turn 4, and we got a yellow around. Now we got some graphics issues that we're trying to fix here. My apologies. Back and take a look and see what happened there to Jeff here. I don't know why that's on there. That's weird. There we go. Fix that real quick.
Oh, cool. My game crashed.
Okay, this is off turn 4. Everybody kind of checked up, and Tommy Bordeaux got into the back of Jeff Dixon. Just everybody checking up there. No real fault of anybody there. But Jeff does a really good job of kind of minimizing the damage to that 24. Bordeaux and Jeff Dixon coming in for a pit stop. Trying to figure out why my borders are not working here. I apologize. That's what happens when we make some changes to the graphics and then they don't work. So we'll be back in just a second for the restart. Back at Talladega, Henrietta Bordeaux off turn 4 will lead the field to the green flag. We're going to see if my hotkeys work now for... Yeah, there we go. Now they're working. Just got them kind of flip-flopped here on the green flag. We'll get that fixed here. There we go. All right. Now we're good to go. Nothing like professionalism on Fast 29. Coming to lap 4. Coming to lap 4 here at Talladega.
We're working out all the kinks in this series to give you the best experience for Cup. Into the restart zone. Green flag's back in the air. Terrible start for Sean English, but it's Talladega. Everything's good.
That kind of jammed up that bottom line a little bit better.
Oh, they're looking at almost 4 wide. Matt Steelman wisely backing out of that.
3 wide behind him off turn 2. Krastowski and Zalecki trying to hook up on the outside to try and get a run on Tustin and Bordeaux. Bordeaux comes up to the outside, blocks that. Good move by Henrietta, but that gets Zalecki into the back of Krastowski, and here comes Tustin to the inside of Henrietta off turn 4.
Great Tustin taking the momentum of the inside line to the lead. He's got good help from Sean English right now. A bit of a gap on the outside line, not getting the best momentum that they can right now.
Somehow English shot back up to second here. Oh, they're getting bunched
Jesse
up.
Dalton almost lost it. Good save.
Zalecki
They're 3 wide in the back now.
Zalecki had a little bit of lag on the outside line there. That kind of stacked everybody up there. I don't know how Sean English got back up to second, but there he is.
Krastowski took that opportunity to duck down to the inside line. Tommy Bordeaux already working his way up to 4th.
He's going to try and get some help from Henrietta Bordeaux on the outside, but kind of got loose there off of 4 and caught the wall a little bit in front of her.
I think, yeah, Tommy got the wall there. I don't know if he was trying to move up to get in front of Henrietta and work with her, or...
So, real quick, Davey Hazard saying hi from the track in our Fast 29 chat.
Definitely going to have to review that. No cell phones in the cars.
Hey, this is the USORX Tour. We got a few different rules in this series than anything else. Well, we got the 2 lines. They're starting to get stacked up a little bit here off of turn 4. The outside line's got more cars in it, but can't really get the momentum yet. As English is going to try and edge ahead in front of Tustin off the tri-oval.
Don English leads the lap. If Jeff Dixon can get back behind Jamie Zalecki, the outside line will have all the momentum.
Krastowski.
Well, if there's two cars in this pack that absolutely pop out and you cannot miss, it's Henrietta Bordeaux's Aqua and Jeff Dixon's Hot Pink.
Both of those on the outside, at both ends of the outside line. I got to remember, is Sean English older than Jamie Zalecki?
I believe so. How old's Jamie?
I have to double check that. I was just trying to figure out who is the oldest in the field because I think the oldest one's out front, and I'm proud right now.
I'm pretty sure Sean English would be the oldest in the field.
He hops up to the outside line just as we talk about him and lagged a little bit on the outside line. That's going to stack everybody up in the outside line when that happened. Krastowski on the bottom in front of Ray Tustin trying to figure out a way to get that inside line up alongside him, and it does. Krastowski on the bottom alongside English down into the tri-oval. Speed's approaching 210 miles an hour in this draft.
Looks...
Ooh, don't want to get down too far there. They're going to try and make it 3 wide. Zalecki tries to force his way to into the middle. Made it work. Henrietta's going to back out on the outside line.
It looked like Henrietta had the peak to the outside of English. Sean was going to get put in the middle until Jamie bailed him out there.
Boy, it's getting tight. Oh, Looks like Tustin's kind of warping there, so we need to get off him. Trying to make it 3 wide off turn 4. Doesn't quite get there. Trying to pick a car that's got some stable quality right now to give you guys a good view of this race. Here's the kind of speed we're looking at here. This is the Fast 29 speed pass with Tommy Bordeaux. 207 minimum speed. And that dropped down to 206 off of 2, but that's still amazing speed down the back straightaway. 209, 210.
I'm curious on if any driver is going to lay back from the pack to try and get a run at fastest lap. Fastest lap awards 5 bonus points in this series.
That's a big thing. This is the place to do it. Back out, maybe get a buddy to go with you, and get a big run up to the back of the pack.
As of right now, Sean English holds the fastest lap at a 45.13. Oh, and they all just picked it up by a full tenth that time. 45.05 now. Sean still holds the fastest lap.
That probably happened when he got that slow start on the restart there and got him, and he had that run back up into second that we talked about where he just came out of nowhere right back up to the front of the pack.
You think Jeff Dixon might have heard me kind of laying back a little bit here?
There's Hot Pink back at the back of the pack. They're off turn 4. He may be trying to do that.
Gotta be careful not to lose the draft, though.
He is kind of falling back off that pack a little bit more than he probably wants to right now.
And the pack picked it up again. 2 more tenths. 44.87. Matthew Steelman.
Let's go ahead and drop back to Jeff Dixon. We'll see what kind of speed he's getting right now. He's caught it back up. He's running 214 by himself behind this pack, getting 216. But the pack, he's caught the pack back up as they go single file trying to do the junior line going into turn 3. But he's got a huge run. He's just going to go by himself on the bottom.
Some of these guys aren't content with that.
Well, that just made everybody double back up.
There it is. Jeff Dixon to the top. 44.7.
You called it, Dan. About 2 laps away from that fun flag. Let everybody get some fuel to get to the end here.
Reminder that the fun flag.
Oh, and around they go. Yellow's out. Zolecki got turned around going into turn 3. Takes Jesse Dalton with him. They don't like too much damage to either one of those guys. That's good.
This car does not crumple.
It does not. You're exactly right. We're going to go drop back and take a look and see what happened there. We were on with Zolecki going down in turn 3. They go down in turn 3. Henrietta Bordeaux kind of slid up going into turn 3, catches Zolecki in the left rear, and around goes Jamie Zolecki with Jesse Dalton on the outside.
This will make up the fun flag. They should be able to make it to the end with pit stops here, barring any green-white checkered shenanigans.
Well, the way they've been racing tonight, there's a chance of that, I think. How about Sean English leading this field around tonight?
That'd be a very popular win if Sean English were to bring this home.
One for the old guys. Let's go. Be coming around to the entrance of pit road. Everybody will be making their pit stop to get that fuel they'll need to get to the end of this race. English, Krastowski, Tustin, Tommy Bordeaux, and Matthew Steelman, currently the top 5.
I will say, I mean, we got Tommy Bordeaux, Davey Hazard, and Jeff Dixon in the field. They are regulars to Victory Lane and pretty much any series we run. Everyone else, they don't get the chance all that often. So this is a great opportunity for 7 of these guys to add a win to their career column. Jesse Dalton's got some pretty heavy damage on the right side of his car.
There's a look at Jesse Dalton. Don't like too much damage to him, though. Oh, I do see the damage now on the right behind the 9 there on the right side.
Tommy Bordeaux, fuel only, it looked like. Hopefully he got enough fuel in that car to make it to the end.
Yeah, he had a little issue with the fuel last night at in the truck race at Houston. Ran out of gas, and I think halfway through the last lap. Tommy was one of them that came down pit road on that caution on lap 1 with Jeff Dixon spun off turn 4. So he took fuel only. He took 4 tires on that pit stop, so now he's taking the fuel only this time. So that's going to probably be the move there to get him up front. Now there's no
good strategy on Bordeaux as long as they got enough fuel in that car to make it to the end.
Right.
He had a pretty big gap off pit road over everyone else.
Well, he didn't need as much fuel either because he made that pit stop earlier and nobody else did.
Yeah, but that was on lap 2. It didn't really
know.
use that much fuel that quickly.
Hey, I'm looking for anything that I can come up with on that.
All right, coming to the restart. Tommy Bordeaux, Zach Krastowski, Sean English, the leader before the caution, falls back to 3rd during the cycle. Davey Hazard 4th, Ray Tustin 5th, Matthew Steelman 6th, Henrietta Bordeaux 7th, Jeff Dixon 8th, Jamie Zalecki, who was collected in that incident. Not much damage to that car. He's 9th. Jesse Dalton also collected in that incident, rounding out the field, and it looks like they got that car almost completely repaired.
Yeah,
excellent work by that 9 crew.
Yeah,
we only hired the best for USORX.
That's like that right side where they saw those scratches behind that 9. They're all gone. We come to the restart zone.
The AlphaTauri restart zone.
Green flag in the air. Tommy Bordeaux got a great start on the outside. He has about a car length and a half gap on that outside line. Push it to 2, push it to 3 going into turn 1.
Might be too big of a gap for him.
Davey Hazard, he's got the run along with Matt Steelman. Here comes Steelman on the bottom. Steelman making that move by himself on the bottom there. This kind of looks familiar. I made that exact same move on both of those guys in the Cup race earlier. Oh, Tommy catches the wall off of 4. That stacks the outside line up. But somehow he maintains.
Coming for Matthew.
I couldn't tell who led that
car
lap.
Being pushed by the Indigo car. Don't let those similarities fool you. Steelman's cleared. Can't
Not
quite get up there.
Outside line gets a run on the backstretch. Outside line's got more in it. Inside line still got some energy on it, though. Look who's 3rd on the outside line.
Jeff Dixon.
There he comes. There's your big 3 on the outside in a row there, too. And then Jesse Dalton.
And
I guess
then
he's in the
Jesse.
smart line,
Yeah.
though. Ooh, yeah, that was a smart move by Jamie Zolecki as he saw Ray Tustin warping through the tri-oval. He jumps to the outside line.
That 2D car is a squirrel.
Little loose. Loosey-goosey. Ooh, Steelman got loose off turn 2 on the bottom. That outside line, there they come. The big three, 57, 75,
Be
24.
careful up there, guys. All right. Had a 3-car tandem on the outside going, and was a bit worried we were about to have a pushing the pusher wreck.
There was definitely a lockup on all 3 of those guys down the backstretch of that lap.
Oh!
Tommy, did Davey give him a bump
Those
there?
bumpers do not line up.
Oh, he's reporting he might have caught a little bit of a seam through the tri-oval. He had to drop down to the bottom. Here comes Hazard and Dixon pushing on the outside. Dalton, Zolecki, and Henrietta Bordeaux in the outside line. Ooh, outside line got a little squirrely there. Had a little bumper grab between the 9 and the 24 through turn 3 and 4.
Outside line has all the momentum right now. That inside line just can't stay formed up.
Whoa. Jesse Dalton makes a move from the outside to the inside. He's going to take the inside front spot alongside Hazard. Riding on board with Matthew Stillman. Right behind Tommy Bordeaux. Stay on board here for a little bit to go down to turn 3. See what kind of speed he's getting. This is the onboard of Matthew Stillman. That's his speed on the speed pass machine there.
I would almost say you would want to be in the middle line. The inside line doesn't seem to hold or maintain speed through the corners. The inside line could somehow push the outside line up towards the wall. They could carry better momentum through the turns by being
We
in
got
the
him
middle.
3 by 3
Jesse
by
Dalton,
3 now.
Jesse Dalton got really loose off the turn there.
Well, there's your middle line, Dan, just as you were talking about it. Sean English leading it up the middle.
On English out of nowhere.
Ooh, he just barely dropped down in front of Jesse going into turn 3. Jeff Dixon taking a peek to the outside. Hazard blocks that, but here that's going to give the inside lane to English down in the tri-oval. Sean looking for some help on the bottom. Here he comes. The leader before the fun flag is trying to get back up there. Here he comes. He's got some push. The 9 and the 57 on the bottom.
Laps are winding down here.
Quickly, too. We lost Tommy Bordeaux for a
USORX
second.
races
Back.
are not going to be very long.
What we're talking about during practice, we're looking for racing from start to finish in this series because of how short these races are, and we're getting it here tonight. Hazard running the outside line. He's got the lead. English has got a little bit of a lag on the bottom. That's going to hurt that momentum on that inside line. That allows the front 3 on the outside lane to get ahead. Jeff Dixon taking a look to the inside of Hazard. Can't get it done off 2. Krastowski.
Here comes a run from the 4. Not going to take it.
Not yet. We got coming to 7 to go, Dan.
Coming to 6 to go, I
6 to
believe.
go. Quick maths. I failed. That's okay. 3 wide, a little bit back in the tri-oval. Looks like everybody's trying to kind of settle in here and see what they've got for this final run. Here comes English. Inside is Zalecki. He's got Henrietta to come with him. Couldn't quite keep that momentum on the bottom. Got a little bit of a pack trying to form on the outside there, about 5th back. That's Matthew Steelman. Who is that behind him there? Is that Tustin? Oh, it's Tommy Bordeaux and Tustin on the outside there.
Oh, here we go. Jeff Dixon to the outside of Davey Hazard.
Krastowski taking Zalecki with him to the yellow line, going into turn 1. English is going to follow Dixon on the outside. Here comes Krastowski trying to get the inside.
We're actually going to go to the completion of 32 still. I was, since the wreck happened and it wasn't actually a competition caution, I counted the caution laps, but...
Gotcha. So that caution was a complete fun flag then. So no,
yes.
Those laps did not count. So we are 6 to go right now. Hazard trying to figure out which line behind him is going to be making the move. Pulls English on the outside. Got Jeff Dixon on the inside. Whole pack starting to tighten up a little bit here.
All right, here we go. Highpoint.com, 5 to go at Talladega.
Boy, this pack has tightened up big time now. Hazard got a little bit out of line there. That outside line is pushing. Look at that. 32, 51 in the 20 right behind him.
That outside line has got to be drooling right now.
English.
Seeing Davey in front with a ton of underdogs behind him.
English taking a peek. Ooh, that was close in the tri-oval. Here comes Krastowski. I'm sorry, that's Matt Steelman. I'm sorry. Too many purple cars out there, Dan. English and Steelman. They're trying to figure out a way to get around that 75. When do you make your move?
I'm gonna be completely honest. If you get the run, if I'm Sean English, if I get the run on Davey Hazard, I go to the outside.
Just as you say that, here comes Steelman to the bottom. No help. Couldn't get the run. Oh, they made contact off the 4. Great job by all those guys to not wreck. But here comes the outside line led by Jesse Dalton. Through the tri-oval, he gets alongside of Sean English, 3 wide behind him. Oh, Jesse sideways! And they're wrecking. Yellow's out.
That's going to bring out...
Oh, Jesse hits the wall hard in turn 2.
That brings the caution out on lap 30 of 32. We're going to have a green-white checkered here.
Because why not?
Jamie Zalecki, Fast 29, this one's for you.
This is coming into turn 3. Or, sorry, turn 1. Sean English on the bottom of Jesse. Jesse was just trying to run that middle lane. They make a little contact. Jesse does everything he can to try and get it back straight. Takes Ray Tustin with him into the wall. Boy, Tustin hit the outside wall really hard as well. We didn't catch that on the initial. But a great job by everybody else to avoid that and not make that any worse than what it was.
Jesse Dalton has a tire down, and the larger tires, it just, you can't drive these things around on flats. And he clearly showed that as he completely missed pit road and then could barely turn the thing down through the grass.
You can see that left front down.
So Tommy Bordeaux stayed out. Everyone else pit.
Zach Krastowski, Davey Hazard, Jeff Dixon, Matt Steelman. That's the top 5. Sean English 6th, Jamie Zalecki 7th, Ray Tustin 8th, Henrietta Bordeaux 9th, and then Jesse still in the pits in 10th. They've woed it down here a little bit so that way that'll allow Jesse
Jesse has a penalty for
the unsafe entry.
Yep. Sorry, trying to do race control. How long's the race? 100 laps? No. We are at scheduled distance. Jesse Dalton coming back onto the track.
Well, hopefully Tommy's internet will keep holding up because it's kind of getting a little spotty here. All right, we're going to turn the lap ticker off. We don't need it. This is the first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Unlimited attempts if needed. Tommy Bordeaux stayed out. He does not want a caution. He wants us to end right here, right now. If the caution comes out, he's going to have to pit for more fuel. Zach Krastowski starting 2nd. Davey Hazard 3rd. Jeff Dixon 4th. Camera angles are terrible. Cannot see well.
I keep on having to change between the TV
Matthew
angles.
Steelman 5th, Sean English 6th, Jamie Zalecki 7th, Ray Tustin 8th, Henrietta Bordeaux 9th, Jesse Dalton 10th. They approach the AlphaTauri restart zone. Green flag. Huge jump for Tommy.
Boy, Tommy did get a huge run into turn 1. My goodness, what a start he got.
That is
not the smart move
for him.
He's got to figure out where this run's going to come from. Krastowski, Hazard, and Steelman, they're locked up, but Hazard comes to the outside. He's going to make it 3 wide. Turn 3. Bordeaux in the middle. Krastowski to the front. He's got Steelman behind him. He's got Zalecki behind him. Here comes Zalecki.
Zalecki to the inside of Steelman now. There is an Among Us logo on the wall. My God.
White flag in the air.
White flag in the air.
One more to go for Zach Krastowski down into turn 1. Hazard trying to see if he's got some help from Jeff Dixon on the outside. Oh, they're banging off the wall off 2. Somehow they hang on. They're 4 wide behind him. Krastowski comes up in front of Hazard.
Hazard got to the outside.
Here comes Jeff Dixon to give him some help. Zalecki trying to get up behind Krastowski, give him a push into the tri-oval. Off turn 4.
Turn 4.
They're all over the place, coming to the tri-oval. Hazard to the outside of Krastowski. Can he get there? No! Krastowski takes the win at Talladega in round 1 of the USORX Tour. What a finish here. What a great run tonight here at Talladega for the opening round of this tour. And they didn't wad it up. I don't know how they didn't off of turn 4. I got to tell you, Zach Krastowski has not had any kind of luck in any series over the last several months. But to see that 4 take the initial win here in this tour, that's awesome. Here comes Krastowski into the tri-oval, getting the cheers from the crowd.
What an entertaining race for such a small field. Tommy had just too good of a restart, and there was nothing he could do. He didn't try to block either line as they got to him. He knew.
Burn it down, Zach. You deserve that one. All right, we'll talk to the winner here in just a moment. Welcome back to Fast 29's coverage of the USORL Axalta USORX Tour Round 1 of Talladega in the books. Zach Krastowski takes the win in a thrilling finish over Davey Hazard. Third place, Jeff Dixon. Jamie Zalecki finishes 4th. Tommy Bordeaux, the restart leader, fell back to 5th. Matthew Steelman, Ray Tustin, J.J. Dalton, I don't know why I called him that, Jesse Dalton, Sean English, and Henrietta Bordeaux round out the field tonight at Talladega. Let's go ahead and speak to our winner tonight, Zach Krastowski. He is in the house. Zach, congratulations on a win. I know it's been a tough go for you of late in every series, but glad to see you back in victory lane tonight. Tell us about your run, bud.
Yeah, thanks. Definitely a good run to have here. Obviously I was running up front most of the race, just hadn't led yet. Obviously on that last restart, I decided to take no tires to just try and get as much track position as I could. And it turned out like everyone else took tires, so it pretty much just got me up in the second. And was able to just get the leads there somehow.
You sound out of breath. Was it that much intensity behind the wheel as much as what we saw out there on the track?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. Like, yeah, it was honestly like at some of the points it was getting difficult to even just figure out which lane was dominant at points. I mean, there was also points where they were just snaking back and forth.
It was kind of hard to see what lane was going to do what. You're exactly right. I mean, you'd have the outside line would get linked up, and then as soon as you got to the front, you'd have so much momentum that you just had to take the run when you had it. It looked like to the bottom.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't bad though. I definitely prefer that to it just being like 2x2 for 30 laps.
Absolutely.
Where no one can move anywhere.
Yeah.
And the smaller field count definitely allowed for more moves being made out there. So, what kind of mindset did you go into once you got a few laps under your belt? Like, make all the moves that you can and get towards the front, or just kind of ride around? Or
I was just trying to stay up as far to the front as possible throughout the entire race. I really just had there's no real didn't really have any reason to hang in the back. And then I've tried running in the back, in races before, and that's where all the wrecks end up happening anyway. So
yeah, especially for you recently, there hasn't really been a safe spot on the track for you recently. In the front, in the back, it doesn't really matter. But
right.
It seemed like it worked out for you tonight. Finally,
it's definitely been the Jeff Gordon of the USORL. If there is a badly angled wall or a pit wall to crash into, Zach Krastowski would find it.
But tonight he found victory lane.
Super thrilled to see you in victory lane. Was nothing against Davey, Jeff, Tommy, those guys, but was definitely pulling for the underdog. Love to see the underdog winners.
Yep.
So what do you think about your chances for the rest of the series? Obviously, you've got 5 more tracks coming up that are vastly different. How do you think as you're coming off this win, you're going to be leading the points going into Fuel Motorsports Park on the dirt next week? So how do you feel about your chances to maintain this momentum going toward a championship?
Dirt's never really been my thing, although I have done some testing lately on Fuel Motorsports Park, and I actually do like the way that track drives. At least that's probably one of my favorite dirt tracks, so definitely think I at least have a better shot there than I would at a place like Knoxville or Eldora.
Gotcha. Well, we definitely will be seeing how the series goes going onto the dirt next week at Fuel Motorsports Park. But for tonight, Zach Krastowski is your winner at Talladega. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, back in the booth here at Fast 29. Some final thoughts here. Just a great race tonight, even though we did have a smaller field, but it was a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're looking forward to a great season of USORX Tour Series action. Again, we're going to be broadcasting next week from Fuel Motorsports Park on the dirt. Same time, same place, 7:20 Central Time, 8:20 Eastern here on Fast 29. Dan, you got anything to let everybody know before we take off?
Nothing new of interest or anything. Just hopefully we can get some better car counts. I know that a few people couldn't make it because of the time change with their work schedules, and especially with opening day for college football.
Yeah, we had some
you really think Talladega would be the track that a lot of people would show up to, but it might be the opposite in this series. Maybe we'll get more people showing up for the later events.
Well, either way, if you tune in on Fast 29, you're going to see some great action all season long over the next 5 weeks. So definitely subscribe to Fast 29 on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at Fast 29 Network as well. For now, Chris Pickett signing off, Fast 29. We'll see you next week at Fuel Motorsports Park. God bless. We'll see you later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.